Hey, this is Sam Black with my first match with Bring to Light in Modern. I have a balanced hand that I'm going to keep. And there's an interesting tension here between leading with not a fetch land to try to save these fetch lands for Lotus Cobra, and leading with a fetch to get a dual land without paying life, and then playing plains on turn 2. I think I'm going to lean toward saving the life here, since I get to keep one fetch either way, and I think that the only way I get to save them relevantly is if I draw a non-fetch land on turn 2, and then I'd still have to pay 2 life. I think I'm going to go for a Stomping Ground here. And I'll just play this tapped. And let's be persistent about this Lotus Cobra thing. Play this. And trying to decide if I want to play the Wall of Omens, if I want to leave this. I can play the Wall of Omens and leave up Path, so it's not disastrous to try to cast it. But it does spend this 2 mana, but if I have to spend the 2 mana anyway, then I won't get it back. So I think I'm going to do this. I'll get Hallowed Fountain, I suppose. Pay 2 life. That's not great. Well, I guess at least my opponent didn't do that in response to the fetch land. Here I'm just going to pass with Restoration Angel up. This is presumably just going for Serum Visions. So if I draw any fetch land, I can get black and then potentially just win with Bring to Light Kiki-Jiki this turn if my opponent doesn't have 1 mana interaction. And I have 2 draws at it. So this is actually a surprisingly good position. Alright, well, so much for Bring to Light Kiki-Jiki. Now I just need to find access to a red land, which I don't have. So I guess I'll just play a bird. And attack. I guess I might as well play retreat here since my opponent can't combo off this turn. That wasn't great. I guess I'll just cast a bird and pass here. Let's see. Let's go for a bird. And just gonna untap my bird to make some mana. If that's what I want to do. I should have used my bird to cast the bird instead of using Stomping Ground. Then I could untap the bird and pass with a bunch of mana up. Oh well. I'll just scry instead and pay 2 life here. Assume I don't want that. So I'm going to try to ignore the Pestermite because I have... Oh, I don't have... That was stupid. I was thinking I had Path and Chord up, but I don't have triple green, so I'm probably just going to die to Dispel here. My plan had been to Chord for Spellskite after getting... The plan was have my opponent dispel this, and then Chord for Spellskite, and then almost certainly win with Splinter Twin on Spellskite with Kiki-Jiki, drawing cards with Wall of Omens and Spellskite Twin to protect me. But instead I lose because I played badly. If I'd used the bird and then untapped the bird, my opponent wouldn't have been able to shut off that line because I'd have 4 different things that made green. That is really bad. Alright, well, play through. I'm gonna want all the cheap interaction. Don't think I want to bother with Slaughter Games. I don't want more expensive stuff. I think this is not a good matchup for Bring to Light, which means it's not good for this or this. I think my opponent's likely enough to have Static Caster with Lingering Souls probably isn't very good. And if I I'm dropping my curve this much and afraid of burn. Lotus Cobra is certainly a liability. Alright, let's try this. That was a really unfortunate mistake. Sand is both not good, and I'm going to keep it. It's borderline at best, but it felt like the right side of borderline, I suppose. So I think my plan here is going to be to chord for Spellskite, or attempt to chord for Spellskite, so that I can afford to tap out for Thundermaw, and then hope that's good enough. Might I have any use for black mana? No, so I won't bother finding that. I kind of want to just keep my other fetches alive. So get Spellskite. Play this. Play Thundermaw. And see if Thundermaw can win the game. Don't want to risk Spellskite, so I'll just take the 2 damage. I think Thundermaw can raise Snapcaster. Yep, that's fine. I think I can afford to go to 10 here. Let's attack first. Yeah, I don't think that's the one I want you to tap. I guess I kind of want that blue mana. I guess I might as well turn off at least one Snapcaster attack. Alright, well, that went kind of surprisingly well for considering what happened. Just played a Thunderwall and attacked with it. I guess that's all you need. So I think I'm just going to try doing that again. Preview windows going a little crazy here. Don't really know what that's about. So this hand is kind of like a worse version of the last one. I should probably play mulligan. I'll keep this. And my bird's probably going to die, so I'll put this on top. This hand has some things going for it. You have the Knight Coral Helm combo with a bunch of fetch lands to make the Knight hard to kill. So that's all pretty nice. Let's see, I want my blue and my red to be in different places so that I can cast Static Caster. So I don't want to be getting blue-red. Definitely going to have to take some damage. I think I'm just going to get Breeding Pool. White, red, and cast Knight. I could just find white. Sure, this seems like a fine turn to just find white. Probably not resolving. So if I play Retreat and then play a tapped land, my opponent can potentially win if it's Exarch and if they go for it into open mana. I think that's enough of a parlay that I'm willing to just cast this. Cast Retreat. Play Wooded Foothills. Alright, I get to untap something if I want. Or I can scry. I guess I'll scry. I don't think untapping's relevant. Seems fine. Alright, it's Exarch. Exarch breaks that. Find white, red, pay 2 life. Untap this. No respect. Alright, fine. You win. Maybe it was greedy. Felt like it was unlikely enough that my opponent would both have it all, have it be Exarch and not Pestromite, and go for it into open white mana, but turns out I was wrong.